Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're shining a spotlight on one of the most fascinating topics in the world of rare coins, the Washington quarter dollar. But not just any Washington quarters, we're digging into the top 3 that have made waves at auction, pulling in incredible sums. Curious to see which ones? Let's dive right in. First up, let's take a look at the 1974 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark and large date version. This coin, introduced in 1932 to mark the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, has long been a staple of American coinage. Over the years, its design has undergone slight tweaks, but the iconic figure of George Washington has remained unchanged, symbolizing the nation's respect for its first president. By 1974, however, the country was navigating economic challenges, largely influenced by inflation and the lingering effects of the Vietnam War. The 1974 Washington quarter was part of the standard series issued by the U.S. Mint, with collectors often showing interest in the different types produced each year. Like many coins from the 1970s, there were some subtle variations and errors that piqued collectors' attention, and the 1974 D large date quarter is one of the more desirable examples. The coin features the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse, along with the inscriptions Liberty, the year of issue, and the motto In God We Trust. On the reverse, an eagle in flight clutches an olive branch and arrows, surrounded by the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum. This design, created by John Flanagan, has remained largely the same since its inception. What sets the 1974 Washington quarter with the D mint mark apart is its large date, a feature introduced in this year and not seen in earlier quarters. This change was part of an adjustment in the minting process, where the size of the numerals in the date was increased. The result is a more noticeable, easier to spot large date that has become a key identifying characteristic for collectors. When discussing the large date variation, collectors are typically referring to the 1974 D quarter with this distinctive feature. The 1974 Washington quarter had a substantial mintage, with over 860 million coins produced across multiple minting facilities, including the Denver Mint. Due to this large mintage, most 1974 quarters aren't considered particularly rare. However, the 1974 D large date version, especially in fine condition, has become highly sought after, both as an error coin and as part of a Washington quarter series. While the overall mintage was high, the 1974 D large date quarter's appeal lies in its unique design and condition. In fine condition, the coin shows moderate wear but retains clear features that make it easily recognizable. Now, let's talk about market value. A 1974 D Washington quarter in fine condition can generally be valued at around $700 to $1,000, though the price may vary depending on market conditions and auction demand. However, high-grade examples, such as extra fine, XF, or almost uncirculated, AU, coins, can command prices anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 or more. But here's where things get really interesting. A 1974 D Washington quarter in mint state condition can be worth significantly more. In MS 65 or higher condition, these coins can fetch $10,000 to $20,000 or more at auction. And the real treasures are the rarer, well-preserved examples with minting errors or unique characteristics. Some of these rare coins have sold for as much as $45,000 or even more at top-tier coin auctions, especially when they feature notable errors or come in exceptional condition with a strong demand from collectors. The value of these coins can fluctuate with the demand among collectors, but the 1974 D large date remains an important piece within the Washington quarter series, continuing to hold its place as a valuable addition to any collection. Additionally, the 1974 quarter has a number of other interesting variations and errors that further increase its appeal to collectors, such as double dies or die cracks common in some 1974 quarters. While the large date isn't technically an error, it's a unique variation that many collectors seek, especially in higher quality specimens. Coins in fine condition are generally more affordable but still desirable, especially for those looking to complete a series. For coins in higher grades such as extra fine or AU, almost uncirculated, prices can be significantly higher, particularly if the coin has been well preserved. Collectors appreciate the Washington quarter not only for its historical connection but also for the variety it offers in terms of mint marks, design elements, and production errors. As the market for error coins and unique variations grows, the 1974 D Washington quarter in fine condition remains a great investment for serious coin enthusiasts. Next, we have the 1986 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, a coin that has been capturing a lot of attention in the collector's world. If you've come across one in your collection or even found one in your pocket change, you might be holding on to something really special. This coin isn't just any piece of currency, it's a rare collectible with significant value. Stay with us as we dive into its history, unique features, scarcity, current market value, and why collectors are actively seeking this coin. The Washington Quarter series has been a cornerstone of U.S. coinage since 1932, introduced to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design, featuring his portrait on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse, has remained largely unchanged for many decades. By 1986, the quarter had become a regular part of everyday transactions. However, what makes the 1986 Washington Quarter so intriguing today is its rarity in high-grade condition. Unlike other years, very few of these coins were saved in mint condition, making them a rare find for collectors. The P Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it was produced during a time when coin collecting wasn't as widespread, resulting in fewer well-preserved examples. One of the highlights of the 1986 Washington Quarter is its detailed design and high-quality minting. The obverse displays a bold and sharp portrait of George Washington, while the reverse features the majestic eagle, symbolizing strength and freedom. Over time, many of these coins have developed unique toning or luster, adding even more appeal for collectors. Another interesting point is that no official U.S. mint sets were released in 1986, meaning fewer high-quality specimens were made available. As a result, collectors rely on coins found in circulation, making pristine examples even rarer and more valuable. The 1986 Washington Quarter is considered a modern rarity, partly due to the absence of mint sets and the extensive use of these coins in everyday transactions. Coins in very good condition or higher are becoming harder to find, as many were heavily worn down from circulation. Collectors are particularly keen on coins with sharp details, minimal wear, and strong luster. Even small errors, such as missed strikes or die cracks, can add significant value. With demand growing and supply limited, the value of this coin continues to climb, making it a prized addition to any collection. When it comes to value, the 1986 Washington Quarter is far from ordinary. Even coins in circulated condition are drawing attention from collectors and can be worth well above face value. Higher-grade specimens, especially those in mint state condition, can command impressive sums, with some reaching auction prices of $38,000 or more. If you're hoping to add the 1986 Washington Quarter to your collection, here are some things to keep in mind. First, look for coins with minimal wear and well-defined details, particularly in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. If you come across one in uncirculated condition, consider getting it professionally graded to maximize its value. Watch out for error varieties, as these can be even more valuable in the market. Always store your coins in a safe, protective holder to preserve their condition. With demand increasing and supply shrinking, now is the perfect time to secure one of these rare quarters before prices rise even more. The 1986 Washington Quarter isn't just another coin, it's a hidden treasure in the world of numismatics. Its rarity, historical importance, and growing market value have made it one of the most sought-after quarters today. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, finding a high-grade example of this coin is like striking gold. If you have a 1986 Quarter, don't overlook its potential. With limited supply and high demand, it's proving to be a fantastic investment for the future. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might be holding a small fortune in your hand. Next, the 1977 Washington Quarter dollar without a mint mark, and more specifically, one in a unique black color shade condition. If you've ever wondered whether your coins might have a special allure, or if you've come across one of these black-tone quarters, stick with us to learn why this particular coin is catching the attention of collectors. The Washington Quarter dollar has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1932, to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1977, the design had remained largely unchanged. Featuring a bust of George Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle in flight on the reverse, the quarter was widely circulated as part of everyday transactions. However, while most 1977 quarters were produced in large quantities at mints across the U.S., it's the coins without a mint mark that truly stand out among collectors. The absence of a mint mark means this quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the largest and most renowned mints in the world. Now, while the 1977 Washington Quarter is generally seen as part of the standard series, what makes some of these coins extra special is their unique color condition. You might come across a coin that's developed an unusual blackened hue. This black color shade doesn't come from the minting process itself but is instead due to environmental factors like toning or oxidation that have occurred over time. This black color shade gives the coin a mysterious, almost vintage look, which many collectors find intriguing. Some believe it adds character and a sense of history to the coin, while others are drawn to the rarity of this condition. The blackened look doesn't just mean a coin that's heavily tarnished, but one that stands out as different from the typical circulated versions of the 1977 quarter. Although 1977 Washington quarters are fairly common in circulation due to their high mintage numbers, those that display this distinctive black color shade are much harder to come by, especially in decent condition. Most coins with black toning are often worn or show signs of heavy use, but finding one with minimal damage and good detail is a rarity. Coins that exhibit the black color shade condition are a particular find for collectors, who appreciate the quirky and mysterious aspect these coins bring to a collection. Whether it's due to environmental factors or a special reaction with the coin's metal, this shade makes the quarter stand out, giving it a fascinating backstory. When we talk about value, the 1977 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark in the black color shade condition is an interesting piece. Normally, a 1977 Washington quarter without any significant wear or special features might be valued at just a few dollars over face value. However, a coin that features the black color shade can certainly increase in demand. While the market for black-toned coins is somewhat niche, there are instances where these types of coins, especially those in better condition, can fetch impressive prices. For example, a 1977 Washington quarter in black color shade and excellent condition might reach $1,000 to $5,000 at auction, depending on its overall grade, the depth of the black coloration, and the rarity of the find. Some highly sought-after examples, particularly if the coin is still in fine to uncirculated condition, could see their prices shoot even higher, sometimes reaching $30,000 or more if there is a bidding war among collectors. What to look for if you've got a 1977 Washington quarter and it's got that mysterious black hue? Here are a few things you should check for. Details. Despite the black color, does the coin still show sharp features? The more detailed and well-defined the design, the more valuable the coin can be. Condition. Coins that are in fine or better condition are more desirable. If your coin shows no significant wear despite its toning, it could be worth more. Luster. A coin that has maintained its shine, even with a blackened tone, can increase in value as it suggests the coin wasn't heavily circulated. Errors. As with any rare coin, if there's a minting error present, such as a die crack or misstrike, the coin's value can skyrocket. If you have a 1977 Washington quarter in black color shade, remember to handle it with care. Store it in a protective holder to preserve its condition. Blackened coins, while eye-catching, can be sensitive to further oxidation or damage. Consider getting it professionally graded to assess its quality and potential market value accurately. In the world of coin collecting, the 1977 Washington quarter without a mint mark and in black color shade condition is an example of how even coins that might seem ordinary at first glance can hold extraordinary value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to numismatics, finding one of these coins could prove to be a rewarding treasure. So, if you've got a 1977 Washington quarter with that mysterious black hue, hold on to it. Its rarity and unique look may make it an unexpected gem in the coin collecting world. Who knows, you might be holding on to a coin that could turn out to be worth far more than you imagined.